Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new thing I'm doing here. It's just me playing through my archive collection, and we've got a whole bunch of amazing stuff here. We won't have the time to play through all of it 100%, but we will be checking it out and showcasing it. We may as well just start off at the top here with the Adventure of Robin 2, the current MM pick of the week. It's from Mitsan. It is of course the sequel to Adventure of Robin, an MM pick from a while ago, and it's been great seeing them put together this sequel. When it first came out, it just had one chapter, but they've been diligently working away on it, and it's now got 3. It's really cool. It's fun for all the family. So already, right, you can see here this main menu is lovely. It's just so charming. The character's beautiful. I love how the R is like a tail, you know what I mean, on the title. Let's dive into the game. We're just going to do chapter 1. But the game does evolve and introduce new mechanics and new ideas as you go through the various chapters. And you can see here that a lot of the assets that are being used come from the Ancient Times kit, right? You're used to seeing these in various get to the exits. But this is marvellous, right? Really well done. Really well used, really well put together. And it's fun that the character's got this little bow and arrow. It's a fun mechanic. And you use it to not only solve various puzzles, but also in combat, which we'll find more about later on. Has anyone in the chat managed to play this yet? Or is it just still on your play later list? What have you thought about it? I think it's a lovely, charming adventure, and it's a real passion project, and it's been great seeing them work on it for a prolonged period of time and give it updates and stuff. And it shows that it is okay to release a dream in a state whereby it's not necessarily, like, you know, finished or content complete, and then update it over time, and it will get the recognition. You know, it'll be noticed. So don't worry about releasing a thing and then updating it, you know, it's okay. There are people who look out for that sort of thing. Oh no. And yeah, see, there's Gecko in the chat saying it's their first time seeing it, and that's cool, that's cool. I hope seeing it is intriguing you to go and play it yourself, because it's really cool. And there is, of course, like an original game as well. This is the sequel. I do believe this one is a bit more polished and well put together, but the first is still well worth a play. Because it is also really cool. And an MM pick, so... You know it's got that sort of seal of approval. Or seal of quality, or whatever, you know. Now, what we do go now. Here we go, this lovely star. Beautiful. I appear to have actually... Oh no, there we go, cool. For a moment there I couldn't put away my bow. But it's okay, it's all good. So I also missed where that was. A minute. Let's go again. Yeah, there's Red Saikatsu in the chat. I'm doing okay, just playing through the weekly highlights. How are you doing? Have you played this yet? You gonna check it out? Have you played the original? So I missed a little cutscene that shows what happens because I blinked. A minute. What's this effect thing? So now we take this orb, we place it on the little pedestal here. Always got to get the stars, and they are just a bonus. You don't need the stars in order to complete the level. But as you would expect, there is a scoreboard for the stars, which is obviously which is obviously really cool. And I love the idea of people exploring all the levels, trying to get all the stars. I've done it again. There we go. And it is great how it sort of transitions between being a 2D platformer and a 3D platformer. So we only got 3 of the stars, and that just shows how deep it is. There's 2 more hidden out there. And that's just chapter 1. There are another 2. And overall, the whole thing will take you approximately just over an hour to play. I feel like I'm going to move on a little bit actually, just to show how these mechanics get more complex. And how things evolve a little bit. Now we're using that to give ourselves some cover here so that we can then shoot this. See, it's very cool. And now we've got to push this along. And the way this is designed, look, we can... Like, it's terrifying because he's shooting us and he's close, but of course he's not fast enough. Now, yes, this one. Really cool, right? Really well put together. Really great little game. Fun for all the family. But I think we are going to call this game here for now. I want you all to go and play it for yourselves. You know, I don't want to show you the whole thing. I think that was a lovely little showcase. Please do go and check out Adventure of Robin 2. Now we're going to move on to Blue Stripe from Jackie Prower. This is made for the Isometric Jam. It's a shooter and it's a lot of fun. I've completed it, I've got a score. It's not the best score, but it's also not the worst score. Let's see if we can beat that score. Also, good evening, Fluffy and Sassy. Now what's interesting about this are actually a couple of things, right? You can switch control schemes so that the ship goes in the direction that you're actually pressing, or you can have a control scheme that's more like left is actually diagonal, you know, like isometric control or normal control. It's interesting. But then also, what's interesting is that you can hold square to rapid fire single shots like this, right? Which obviously is, you know, it's going to save your finger and it's fairly effective. But you need, if you tap X, then you double shot. You see? And that requires you to tap, you can't just hold it. So it's more effort, but yeah, it's like you get a reward for tapping instead of holding. And if you do hold X, then you charge up this, which is obviously useful and cool and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting how it's just got these different sort of... It's got all these different shooting options within a structure that we're all familiar with. Now let's get on with the game. Let's play. So here we go. I'm going to tap X as much as I can, because that's the effective way. And this is a demo, apparently. They do plan on updating this and adding more levels and stuff over time. This is just a level 1 demo made for the isometric jam. I do hope to see it expanded upon. Only time will tell. Oh. There we go. Oh no. We're doing not bad so far. I know we've not killed everything in the way that we could have, but we're doing not bad. And I think we just passed the mid-level checkpoint as well, so we're halfway there. There we go. I don't know why I'm still shooting, because I know there's nothing. I mean, I know there's this core now, but there was nothing, you know. Just giving my finger a good workout. Is a thumb a finger though, or is it a thumb? It's a deep question. I've got a feeling that a thumb is not a finger. But it must be, because people say they've got 10 fingers. So it must be, right? Oh dear, we're losing it. Now that we're talking about thumbs, we're losing it. Oh man. I blame the thumbs. Let's think less about thumbs now. Oh, flipping thumbs, man. I was fine until I started thinking about thumbs. I'm just trying not to think about thumbs. We're going again now, we're going again. I completed this on my very first time playing it, without dying. And now I keep dying. It's thumbs. I wonder if... I don't know. Some of these patterns seem like they might have been updated slightly. Like it's harder. I don't know though, it might just be a placebo. Oh dang, that was a bad shot to take damage from. We've got a boss fight coming up in a moment. Hopefully we get more shields before the boss fight. Because I could really do it more. There we go, there are some. Except you've got to take a risk to get them. There we go. Right. Oh, Shizer. Yeah, cool. Made it. Right. Oh, why did I go back in the middle? Why did I go back when you can't come back here? And we've almost got them, though. We've almost got them. It's a really cool game. There we go. We've done it. So this is currently just one level, but they do plan on expanding it, and I'm excited for that. Also, I wasn't expecting to get a new personal best. There we go. It's really cool. It's lots of fun. Hope to see you all trying to get high scores in it yourselves. There we go. Let's check the scoreboard. Where are we sitting now? 12. There we go. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Keeping that theme going, we're going to move on to ISO Fighter demo from Fluffy and Sassy, another isometric shooter, another demo, and a lot of fun. We're going to go with harder as the difficulty for now. This one is quite hard, but super cool as always, and you can practice your moves on the main menu here, which is a really cool little sort of accessible tutorial. And the ship is an awesome guitar. Here we go. Amazing music. This is a track from Fluffy and Sassy themselves, and it's wonderful. The Twitch emotes are out again. They're out to get everyone. Don't trust the Twitch emotes, but also trust the Twitch emotes. Dang, I need to. This is tough. This is hard mode. I'm gonna go to easy mode. I was playing on hard mode earlier, and I was doing all right, but we're gonna go to easier. It was getting quite hectic. It was getting quite hectic there. Here we go. Didn't mean to fly into a wall there. Got it now, we just needed to get into the rhythm at first, but we've got the rhythm now. We've got it. I think, I hope. Aye. Oh no, I lost a shield to get the shield. Every time it shoots, I'm on the edge of my seat. There's bomb. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. New personal best as well. I'm quite happy with that. And here we go, level 2. Some business to take care of here. Yeah, see, they're tough. Oh, flip, 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 flip. Oh. I tried. I got caught in a corner. Blame the seagulls. Oh, flip. And yeah, it's a wonderful tune. It works really well without the samples and stuff as well, just as like an instrumental for this level, but for on the C here. It's pretty cool. It definitely like ramps up the difficulty, but it's fine. We might not get there on this playthrough, but we will get there. They're so cute. They're so cute. They're terrifying, but they're really cute. You see these? Well, they've gone now because of the photo, but yeah, they're really cute. They're amazing. It's ISO Fighter demo from Fluffy and Sassy. Up here with Blue Strike, two amazing arcade shooters that came out in Dreams over this past week. Check them out along with Adventure of Robin. Now we're going to move on to a little animation break, just for a moment. This is Fishing from Electric Termites, who is the dreamer that used to be known as J Combat. So they've got an amazing back catalogue of art here. It's all wonderful stuff. But this is just their latest little animation made for the PDHM Weekly Challenge. It's lovely, right? It's really cute. We're just going to go again. It's so short. It's so cool. It's an amazingly well put together little yarn penguin, but then the stop motion animation in the hat, and I just hope they're okay. I wish that little penguin the best. It's amazing stuff from Electric Termites there. And now we may as well move on to Froggy Eat V.8. So again, this is sort of an early access thing. And it's interesting, it's for the isometric jam, and you move around here with the D-pad on this grid, and you have to eat these dragonflies here by pressing X to put out your tongue. And you face them, you press X, you take them in, and you've got to try to get as many as you can while not getting caught by an eagle. I think they're eagles. And yeah, you've just got to get these while avoiding the eagles. It's very simple, but it's very fun, it's very cool. And over time, the eagles become faster and more common, giving it a real sort of, you know, high score challenge type vibe. Gonna try to get a new personal best here. Oh, that was a close one. I croaked. I got picked up by an eagle. But it's cool, right? It's a pretty fun little game, and it's got a scoreboard, as you'd expect. The leader is number 1 at the moment. Try and take them down if you can. It's a really cool little game from Dice Man. It's Froggy Eat. Now we may as well have another little change of scene. Let's check out Paper Night from Nino Bonelli. This is just a still image piece of art, but it's really nice. So this is really cool, right? Really great use of colours. Great environment, great landscape. It makes me want to know more about the world, more about the characters. It makes me want to play as them. It's a great tune as well. Really great stuff from Nino Bonelli, and it's great to see them back in Dreams. I believe that's their first release in a little while. Now we'll move back to the games. We've got this game here, which is Lost at the Beach by Matthew Midnight. It's the sequel to Lost in the Sky Garden, which is a fun little puzzle platformer that they put together a while ago. And it's a lot of fun, it's really cool. I'm actually going to try and speedrun it, because Hey, I've played this before. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to try and speedrun it. I'm not going to succeed in getting like the world's #1 score or anything. But... oh, that didn't... there we go. Yeah, I mean already I've just lost like a second or so because of that. But this is like a really cool little puzzle platformer. I love seeing these characters get used. Oh, there we go. Again, just lost a little bit of time there. Oh no, oh, flippin' G. I've never done that before. I played this a few times and that's the very first time that I've ever actually fallen there. I don't quite know what happened. I think I just blinked or something. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. And the music that you can hear now is of course made for a Dream Sounds jam, which is really cool as well. Obviously love hearing Dream Sounds jam music used in Dreams. Oh dear, oh dear. So, now that we've picked up the shovel and the teddy bear, we've got to come back over here and we've got to use them to dig up some things. Here we go. So you've got this list of items here and these are all the things you need to find. So there we go, there's the watering can, and there's the frying pan. There we go, bit of platforming, done. All we need now is the cat, and to get the cat, we've got to water some flowers, because of course. Here we go, there we go, beautiful, we got the cat, and now we've done the whole thing. Amazing, amazing. Now I'm not going to try again, I'm going to look at the scoreboard, look at how competitive this is. Dennis95 has swooped in with 46.43 seconds, and I don't understand how. I don't know how these three people here have gotten these scores. I understand this score and below, but I don't know. It's crazy, and it's amazing. It's the power of like the Dreamiverse that people get these amazing scores in games, and they find all these little tips and tricks and stuff. It's amazing. Now, we're going to move on to the next game, which is Jacob and Jonas. This is an MM pick from this week. It's really cool. It's a multi-hour open world action RPG. I'm only going to play a little bit of it just now. I have showcased it multiple times in the past, but this has a marvellous introduction, among other things. And look at this. You know what I mean? It's amazing. Look at it. Here we go. So, in the kingdom of Nelgood, there was a story about the two brothers named Jacob and Jonas who bravely fought the mighty golem throne. During their mysterious disappearance from the mortal world, a quest undertaken in the company of Light Arcane Alan to steal 5-dimensional shards of time. An heirloom belonging from the dark unknown cast out mythical giants by spreading fear and gain control of the kingdom. There we go. The brother's journey now continues. And there we go, what an epic introduction there, right? Using Pixel Knight's jam entry for the Dream Sounds boss battle jam as well. And now we see the brothers here in the real world. They're just getting on with their day. But pretty soon, they will get sucked into another dimension. And it's really cool. This was played on the most recent stream, and I've played it a bunch on my stream in the past, so I think I am going to move on in a moment. But this is a proper full-on multi-hour action RPG that is well worth your time. It's got a riveting story, really great world design, great characters, great combat. It's well worth playing. Well worth. In fact, we're going to skip forward a bit just to get to some gameplay so I can show you the gameplay. Just a little bit. I think it's marvellous that we have games that have these epic, wonderful, long intros. I'm a massive fan of them. And if not for the format, we would obviously be like playing and sitting through them all. But I think it's important to showcase a little bit of the gameplay, you know, just to show the world in action. So here we are now, like, you can see us in the world, we can switch between the two characters, the two brothers. They each have different abilities that come in useful during combat. It has elements of platforming, exploring, collecting, fighting, storytelling. It's got a bit of it all. Now, let's open our magic bag and use the jumper. There we go. Boom. fight this golem. Now, full disclosure, I'm actually playing on a PlayStation 5 at this point in time, right? And I have been informed that when this is a game that actually runs better on a PS4. Now that might sound strange. Normally it would be the other way around. You would think, oh, surely things run better on PS5. But it's something to do with the timelines. Like the frame rate right now is actually like twice what it should be. Like, yeah, like I think it's because they have the timeline set to lower frame rate or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a technical person, but this is an instance of a game that actually runs better on PS4, which is interesting. Because of that, right? Because of that, the combat is not necessarily like performing in the way that it should be right now. But it is good. And the creator is aware of what's happening, and they will fix it. It's just, you know, it's in the process of getting fixed. So it's an amazing game. I do recommend, if you play it, then you probably should play it on a PS4. But it's a great game. Now let's have a little audio-visual break. You may or you may not know about Kataya and the Vince and Tony Squatcast. It's really cool. It only had 4 episodes. It's gone on a break for now, as this episode will explain. But I'm excited for it to come back, and this is really cool.
And now, for the thrilling conclusion of the Squatcast.
I can't believe it didn't work.
Hey man, don't beat yourself up over it. We couldn't do any more than we did, you know?
I thought for sure that if people knew.
Come on, Tony. There ain't nothing we can do about it now. Why dwell on it?
So this is it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Look, I'm sorry, Tony.
Sorry? What you sorry for?
I mean, if I hadn't have had this idea, we wouldn't be in this mess, right?
No way. Don't you do that. This ain't your fault.
Yeah?
It was a good idea, Vince. It's not your fault that nobody uses phones for phone calls anymore. We just come from a different time, I guess.
I know, but also, maybe I could have been less stubborn about the phone thing.
I don't know. It is what it is.
You know, I always thought that if we ever got canceled, it would be because you said something inappropriate.
Oh, what, like that one time in that church?
oh man, that pastor was so mad at you.
I'll never forget your Uncle Giuseppe's face.
You're telling me? I thought he was gonna come right out and deck you.
Yeah, he's an old bird. I could probably take him.
Actually, did you know he used to be a boxer?
You don't say.
Yeah, he even trained with one of Mike Tyson's pigeons.
Wow. You know, I can't believe we're still learning things about each other.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
We sure have been through a lot together. Funny to see it end like this.
Yeah, I guess it is.
You know, we didn't use all the calls we got, did we?
Well, there's a reason for that, Tony.
Oh, come on. How bad could they have been? Are you sure there's not, like, any we could use? Even just one?
That was my food review, and, man, oh, God!
Hi, we'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Please call this number back as soon as possible.
I have the necessary means for it, but I've been having these, what do you want to call them, hemorrhoids as I'm thinking.
Fortnite. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man.
Yeah, I guess I knew that.
Look, Tony, I don't like seeing you upset. You know we did our best. That's all we can do.
I know, but it feels so...
Feels schmeals. We did our best, and nobody can take that away from us. We wanted to make a real live call-in talk show in Dreams, and we did. Nobody's ever done that before. That's something special, right?
All right, I get it, sure. But what now?
What now?
Yeah, I mean, here we are just waiting for Kataya to find out that we don't have any calls today. And you know him. He ain't gonna be happy.
What else is new?
Yeah, but this is different. When he gets here, he's gonna... Shh. I'm serious. We're gonna be...
Tony?
What?
I know the situation is looking grim, and all our options are pretty slim.
We may not always see eye to eye, but Vince, I'm afraid that we're gonna die.
Well, that may be, but buck up, friend, 'cause if this happens to be the end, no matter what, when the day is through, you've still got me and I've got you.
Yeah. Why are we even worried at all about something as dumb as podcast calls?
Now that's the spirit. Let's sing our song until that bastard comes along.
Well, I ain't gonna sweat it anymore.
We've been in much worse jams before.
If there's nothing left that we can do, I might as well enjoy this time with you.
Let's face the music side by side.
It's been a fun old ride. We had a good run, boys. Sometimes the show must not go on. We took our shot, we did our best, but soon we will be gone. We had a good run, boys. Sometimes things just don't pan out. Like game Kickstarter, sometimes you fail, even if you scream and shout. We had a good run, boys. La 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 la. We had a good run, boys. La 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 la.
Oh, I love you, Tony.
I love you too. Where's my
Oh my God! It's happening! He's here to cancel us!
Oh, jeez, he's a lot bigger than I remembered.
What are we gonna do, Tony?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do? We just did a whole musical number about this exact thing.
Yeah, I know, and at the time, I think I had momentarily come to terms with our fate, but now that we're here looking it straight in the eye, I changed my mind.
You changed your mind? Isn't it a bit late for that?
I don't want to die, Tony. I want to live a long life with you. I want to travel. I've never even seen Florida.
Florida? Why would Florida be the place you think of first? Why not Hawaii or Belize or something?
I don't know, Tony. It just popped into my head.
I mean, there's so many tropical places, and you said Florida. It's just kind of weird, don't you think?
Can we just put a pin in that conversation, maybe? We're not going to see any tropical places if we can't think of something right now.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Can't you do something meta again?
Are you crazy? We tried that last episode, and in case you didn't notice, it didn't exactly work.
Okay, but that was just like breaking the fourth wall. I'm talking about something bigger.
Bigger? Wait, are you talking about a reboot?
Exactly, Tony. Ideas never die. They just keep getting recycled over and over and over and over.
Okay, fine. I'm on board. Let's do it. Let's reboot. No reboot.
You don't control us anymore.
That's right. We're taking our futures into our own wings. It's time to separate the art from creator, pal. As of right now, we're free agents. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we'll be back. Without you.
Oh, and by the way, Cotsworld isn't as clever as you think it is. It's just a bunch of jokes, and everybody knows it. Let's go, Tony.
Wonderful, right? It's a shame that the Squawkcast is ending for now. I thought it was marvellous. I've enjoyed every episode. I think there's a lot of potential in the format. But if people aren't phoning, then people aren't phoning, right? It's just the way it is. I never phoned, so I'm part of the problem. But it'll be interesting to see it come back, possibly with a new format in the future. It might even just be like accepting more than phone calls could be the thing, you know. Now we're going to dive back into a game in just a moment. But one of the sections that I have within this weekly highlight collection is of course dedicated to music. We have Dream Sounds on Monday nights, where we have music jams as well as a curated playlist of the best Dreams music. Then on Saturday nights we have the video jams. I'm just going to come into Dream Sounds just now, and I'm going to play the new track from Gianni no Mitaka. This came out a couple of weeks ago. It's a highlight from the recent Dream Sounds. And then we'll get back to the rest of the games.
Sempre più distante la realtà, come un muto pezzo tra le nuvole. Sono stato tanto tempo fa uno che credeva nelle favole, come due che vivono in un'anima, persi dentro un attimo invisibile, senza aver paura di svanire, particelle di un altro codice. Quanto tempo il senso cambierà, tutte le cose che portiamo dentro, come un ricordo senza
wonderful, right? That is the latest song from Gianni no Mitaka and Funk 97 Ita. It's Our Universe. An incredible song with an incredible video and storytelling. This week we had the Jingle Jam. There's all sorts of amazing jingles here, amazing songs, as there is every week. And the video jam was the ambient jam, and there's all these videos here. It's really cool, really great stuff. Now carrying on with the highlights, let's have a bit of super hard 2D platforming action. This is Orochi Tengen. So what's really cool about this, or one of the cool things about this, is that this is made using the 2D platforming template kit by Major Molecule. They've taken the assets within that kit and they've edited them in such a way that's resulted in all of this. It's really cool, really well done. It's very hard, so let's see how we cope, but we have completed it in the past. Yep, we died again. We died. It's not quite going to plan, is it? It's very tough. We are actually about halfway through it. We're almost there. But this last segment is pretty tough. But there's nothing wrong with a hard platformer. It's all fun. There we go. Double jump unlocked. Oh. There we go. Right. There we go. I feel like we're making it now. We've actually done some of the hardest bits. So I think we're fine now, in general. This way? Actually, yes. No, this is back at the start. I'm actually confused. I have completed this before. I even completed it live on stream. But all of a sudden, I'm thinking, wait a minute, where did I go? It was a few days ago. We died. I don't think we are going to complete it again just now, but there is video evidence of me completing this out there in the world, and it's really cool. It's just a hard 2D platformer made using, sort of made using the platform kit, but also not really, because they've edited it a lot, obviously, in order to make it work, which is super cool to see. To make it look different. Super cool, amazing stuff. That's Orochi Tengen. It's a demo. There are more levels planned to be coming soon. Now we'll move on to Into the Deep, another new pick from this week. We'll just give this a quick little play because it's an pick, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it. There's an incredibly sort of unsettling atmosphere to this game. Look at this now. The world that we're in is quite harsh. And the sound effect of the cracking when you're on these cracking platforms here is really effective. It just works. darkness consumes us. Now this has multiple levels to it. Each one has multiple things to activate in order to complete the level. It's a genuine, like, interesting experience. And it evolves, and your character can get upgrade points to spend on various things and help them on the adventure as well. I'm looking forward to more updates. It's coming, like, not a new creator, but a creator who has not necessarily had their things noticed in the past. And it's great to have their stuff noticed now. This is marvellous. It's really good. And I think I will call it there, because I want to keep the mystery so that you all go and play it yourselves, you know. We now move on to Clockwork, which is a game that came out a while ago as a multiplayer-like game, like a multiplayer fighting game. And then it had an update that added in a single-player fighting game mode. And now it's had an update that adds in literally an entire adventure mode. It's like story mode, and it's a big open world thing. When I saw adventure mode, I was expecting it to maybe be like, you know, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or whatever, where you just fight people one after another in different arenas or whatever. But it's actually like a big, proper open world adventure. And it's really interesting, and it's really cool. So we'll start as this person. Here we go. Adventure awaits. We're going to climb up here. And then we'll meet a very strange character at the top of the ladder. And they'll tell us to go and do some things. They make guinea pig noises. It's always always a joy. They are a bit like Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, but most importantly, they are not Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. So it's okay. They're not, right? They're not. So there we go. Pip has given us a potion, and he's told us not to die. And we've also been told that we can go and like buy stuff from Pip should we come across him again in the world. I did not mean to just use my potion. There we go. There's the button for sprint. See, I was just trying to find the button for sprint. It's been a few days since I played it. Now, let's open up this chest, and then let's go to the place that we're supposed to go. Now, when I very first played this, probably spent about 10 minutes just wandering around here, not knowing what to do or where to go. And it was a little bit frustrating, and I can see that maybe that experience does still exist for someone who would be doing it for the first time. But after about 10 minutes of wandering around, I eventually found a ladder in here, and this is the way to go. So let's go up here. But I do feel like maybe, like, this is a great game. I love it. The multiplayer combat's great. The single player combat's great. This adventure mode's got a lot of potential. It's really cool. It's quite unique as well. It's almost got kind of Ico vibes to it in a way, in some aspects. But I feel like maybe like just as an introductory experience for a player, it might be better to like have a smaller, more closed off area with more obvious objectives to begin with, and then maybe move to the open world like later on or whatever. I don't know, like if I was someone who just loaded up Clockwork having never, like not knowing about the single player combat mode or the multiplayer combat mode or whatever, and I just clicked on adventure mode, I might be a bit like, what? It's a great game, just want to see it succeed. Here's Vivi. It's not Vivi. And yeah, he found the cave and a rocky outcrop below. And we've got to go flick a switch to open up the door to it. And I know where that switch is, so let's just quickly get over there. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Minolaki, like, some people really want that experience, and that's really cool. I personally have been a fan of the Souls games. I mean, I am playing a bit of Elden Ring, and I spare time in that at the moment as well, but like, But I think it's fair to say that a lot of people don't want that experience, and in particular within Dreams, because there's so much choice of things for people to play. Like if someone, I don't know, like someone might, yeah, I don't know, it's harder to like have people hooked from the beginning or whatever. You almost do need to be a bit more hand-holdy, at least at the start. Oh crap, I didn't mean to fall down there. Yeah, I didn't mean to fall down there. I now have to do this entire platforming section again. Like I've got to come over here, climb up the ladder, jump to the other ladder, run over there, jump over there. Like, this is a great game, it's really cool, but I didn't fall down that hole the first time I played it. And now that I have, I'm actually just really frustrated with it. You know? I don't know, I love this game, it's really cool. I think this is the sort of advice that could be useful. There we go. And like, you know, I like Ico. I like Dark Souls and that, and I've got no problem with tough games, but like, I don't know. I think there's a way of doing it. It's really cool though, it's got so much promise and so much potential. Like, I would say that the strength of Clockwork, like, is the fighting, and we've been doing a lot of stuff here and we've still not had any fights. I feel like fighting is something to be shown off, almost. I don't know. Just to get the player more involved from the start or whatever, I don't know. Let's not fall down this hole. Because like I say, I'm only able to do this just now because I've done it before. Like, I know where I'm going because I've done it before. But your average player is just going to wander around and not have a clue what's going on. And probably not have a good time doing so. Just because, you know, that's your average player. Now there's that mechanism done. We've opened this up. Now we can go down there and we can swim. And then swimming will take us to a new area and stuff. I've been there, it's cool. Here we go. And I am going to call it here. I feel like that's a good sort of cliffhanger to leave it on. You can explore a lot more of that world, and it's really cool. We now move on to Emra from Ragnar VE. Just play this for a moment. This is a fun little 3D platformer. I believe they made it for the isometric jam. And we'll just run along here, we'll do a bit of platforming, we'll have a little bit of combat. This is quite fun to control. It sounds satisfying when you jump and double jump, and it feels nice just running around. I believe these building blocks here are from, like, the sort of toys unexciting asset gem. I could be wrong. There we go, there's a bit of combat. Now, I think that the heads popping off is probably okay, right? Because they're toys, right? I don't know. The heads do pop off when you get things. But they're toys, so that's like normal, right? Just your standard toy behaviour. And the way they go flying up in the air is also quite comedic, to be honest. But yeah, this is like a really cool atmospheric little platformer and combat game from Ragnar. It's great to see those blocks in use there. They come from the 2D platforming kit. Here we go. And again, I'm probably going to end this in a moment, just so that people can go and experience it for themselves and play it themselves. But you can see this is a fun little 3D platformer. It's cool. And now we've dealt with them, this is opened. It's really cool. It's great to see Ragnar VE expand their horizons. Like they've, they do a wide variety of things within Dreams. It's great to see. Now let's check out Babuba's Garden from Emmolago and Imru. Really beautiful, right? An incredible piece of music and incredible visuals to go with it. It's absolutely magical stuff there. Really is incredible. Now let's move on to Castle Catch, which is an exciting new MM pick from the past week. It's from Dreamiverse, and it's one of their first streams. They made it to learn the logic, and I'm excited to see what comes from them in the future, because this is really impressive, really polished. It's a nice little high score challenge game. I'm going to load it up in hard mode, and I'm going to see if I can beat my score. Here we go. So literally all I'm doing is moving left and right here to catch the greens and not the reds. That's literally all it is. It's very simple, very straightforward. But it's also very fun and compelling. And polished, you know? The animations are funny, the little arms and that, like... It's good, it's well done. I'm excited for Trimado's future work. Oh, it's all gone a bit wrong all of a sudden. It's all gone a bit wrong. It was going fine, now it's gone wrong. This is probably not going to be a new personal best. I feel like I got quite unlucky there, with like one on either side, and then like twice in a row or whatever. There is obviously a little bit of luck involved because the positioning is random. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it went wrong there. Unless I get incredibly lucky from now on, and I get like another amazing streak or whatever, but I feel like that's probably it. I don't know. We're gonna keep going. Oh no, I missed another. Yeah, we're done for. We're done for. That's not even close to my high score. It's not even close. But that's a great little addictive high score game. It's really cool. I want to see people get on the scoreboards. Now we'll check out Burger Cheese Wheel by Yami no Miko and their sister. And this is cool. This is Cheese Wheel, but you're a burger. If you're not familiar with Cheese Wheel, it's a concept created by Super Afro Boy, and there are literally dozens of Cheese Wheel levels in the Dreamiverse now, and they're all great, really. They're really all great. This is the first Cheese Wheel in which you control. Oh dear, that was an accident. This is the first Cheese Wheel in which you control a burger. Previously, you have been a cheese wheel. And it does raise the deep philosophical question of, is it a cheese wheel when you're a burger? And I don't know. I'll let you all decide that one. But I do like it. It's a great little cheese wheel level, even if it's not a cheese wheel level. But it also is, right? It is. Wait a minute, how did we get here? I've never been to that checkpoint before, because I've never failed there before. I've always just like gone across. It's amazing. Right. Oh no, but how'd you get up there? Oh no, look at these. How'd you get past this? Oh my god, it's terrifying. Alright, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I've never had to go that way before, so that was all new to me. And the cool thing about these levels is that you can either, like, you know, you can go for a speed run, just try to get to the end as fast as you can, or you can try and get all the collectibles. You know, you've got options. You don't have to go fast. You can go slow. You can take it easy. You can just chill. Chill with the cheese wheel. But I am trying to get to the end as fast as I can. Let's see what sort of score we get. I'm already on the scoreboard, but I've not tried this one competitively yet. And obviously this isn't a competitive run either, or else I would have restarted as soon as it went wrong. But, oh dear. I mean, that went wrong as well. But let's just see if we can beat our score. Because I don't think it's a particularly good score, because we never tried. We were exploring, you know? Right, here we go. Yeah, let's go this way. This is the easier way, I think. Oh no. The pro speedrunners would go up the big burgers, but I think this is a little bit easier, so it's also longer, potentially, but, you know, it's okay. There we go, we made it. And it actually is a new personal best as well, there we go. That is Burger Cheese Wheel, it's fantastic. See if you can beat the current top score, or top time rather, of 1 minute and 16 seconds, which I think is actually quite scandalous. That's a real scandalous time. We now move on to Micro Racing from Super Afro Boy. This has 4 tracks. We're just going to play one just now. I'm going to choose this one. choosing one at random. I can't remember what one this one is, but I do know that the one on the bottom right is the hardest. So I didn't want to go on the hardest one just now. Now this is a lot of fun. This is obviously reminiscent of retro top-down racers from the past, such as, for example, Micro Machines, right? This level's in a forest, but there is another level that's set within a house and stuff. I just got stuck on a wall, but you know, that's life. Let's not get stuck on a wall again. There we go, there we go. Oh dear, oh dear. I feel like they might be new. I don't know, I don't remember those rocks from being there before. Just for an extra little bit of challenge. Let's get the star, we may as well. There we go. And yeah, it totally Micro Machines feel. It totally has that feel. I'm not sure if Super Afro Boy has plans to add more tracks or not in the future. Currently there's 4, and it was made for the isometric jam. But I would love to see them put together more tracks, or I would love to see them release a little template kit for people to put together at home. Although, I'm not sure what a template kit would necessarily be, because I mean, it is essentially a car. It's just a car and an isometric camera, right? You could stamp any car from the Dreamiverse and add in an isometric camera and build a racetrack around it in theory. But I'd love to see more tracks and even potentially build one if there was a kit or something. There are actually kits already out there for top-down racers that are similar to this. They're slightly different though. But that's amazing, that's really great from Super Afro Boy. And now let's have a go at Rhythm Fighter Gemini. Let's try and beat level 1. So yeah, I mean, you can swatch. Oh, yep. So this is Rhythm Fighter Gemini from Fluffy and Sassy. Came out a couple of weeks ago as part of our Saturday night visual jams. But it's still relevant and it's really cool. So it's in this week's collection, and I feel like we're actually doing okay here. This might be a universal best if we can only stick with it. Stick with this and not mess up too much. We're doing alright. Here's the boss. Oh no, we got hit. Oh no, all went wrong. We did get a new personal best, but we were so close to defeating it. So close. Unlucky, unlucky. Hopefully next time, but that's Rhythm Fighter Gemini. It's amazing. And we now have something super interesting. This is from the Real Fluke. It's called Skewer. And you are a pita bread man who's trying to skewer kebabs. And it's a bit kind of Dark Souls. So this is an alpha demo. I hope to see it expanded upon. It's really interesting. Let's just start it up. So, straight away, we can look, we can move. We're like a skewer pita bread man of sorts, I don't know. But we can lock onto targets, we can thrust attack them, and add them to our skewer. Boom, +1 length of skewer. Now we're going to fight various people and try and add them to our skewer. There's dodge, dodge. It's proper Dark Souls. I know how to slash attack, mate. Oh, there we go, backstabbed him. Beautiful, that was a crit attack. I've got to stun him before I can thrust him though. That's the thing, you've got to stun them first. There we go. Oh no, no, wasn't fast enough. There we go. Oh no, no. See, it is an alpha. Oh, skewer, skewer. There we go, skewered him. Yes. And I got +25 health for skewering him. Here's another. Here we go. So it's interesting. Like, you get perks for every... You know what I mean? Obviously, like, some of the things could be refined. It is an alpha demo. But the ideas are off the chart. You know? Like, the ideas are off the chart. And it is quite well executed. Right, here we go. Stab. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to run away. I don't want to. I mean, you can, but I don't want to. Fine. Examine skewer. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yes. Wait a minute. Boom. Okay, skewer, 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 skewer. Oh, he's... Yes, there we go. Got him. And now here's another one. What's this one? Oh, almost. And spin attack. Almost. Whoa, chill out, mate. Chill, chill, chill. Oh no, there's another one. There we go. Thrust. Oh no, I never skewered him. Damn. I missed out on the skewer. It's really interesting. There we go. No. Yes. There we go. Consider. So really, this is it. You just fight people, and it's cool. But I wonder if the full game might have like an adventure or something, you know, more so than just an arena. And that'd be cool. I mean, I'm all for this. It's a cool concept. And it's fun. Oh dear, that's not fair. How I can die and he can. But it's okay. It's okay. We do appear to have potentially caused a problem unless he comes back up. Oh no, well I guess we can damage him this way. But yeah, look, this is Skewer, alpha demo. I think it's pretty interesting. It's cool. Let's check out this fun little animation from Matthew Midnight. Boom. Boom. That was it. 10 out of 10, right? 10 out of 10. Now we move on to Super Trap World from Hoodops, and this is a really fun 2D platformer. It's starting me on the level I last played, but I'm going to go back to level 1. Now, when I said this was a fun little 2D platformer, it's actually a bit of a rage game. Yeah, it's actually a bit of a rage game, so do take the word fun with a pinch of salt, depending on what you're into. Oh. I mean, it is fun though, it's really well put together, and it works. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Other than the fact it might drive you a bit crazy. That's the only thing wrong with it, really. But that's also what it's trying to do, so it's cool. What's the point, right? Yes. There we go. Level 1 complete. And then it gives you these little stats at the end as well. How many deaths and your time. Now look. We're going to move on to level 2, right? But I've been struggling with this. I didn't time how long I was playing this for last night. But I did play this level quite a lot last night. And I just couldn't do it. I would always get right to the end and then something would go wrong. Oh! Yeah. It's pretty unforgiving. It's definitely a rage game. But it's a good one, it's fun, it's well put together. I see, now that I've started it, it's like, oh, I don't want to stop because I want to do it. Oh. It's always, it's got that one more go factor, doesn't it? You just always kind of want to have one more go. Oh no. It's really cool though, really cool. And then we've got Crystal Crisis, which was made as part of last night's video jam. I'd done a full playthrough of this on last night's video jam. This is from Tricobalt, and this is amazing. This is an Ancient Dangers remix, but with such a unique visual style and all of their own original characters, and a really well designed world. It's really cool. You know, I've not seen an Ancient Dangers remix like this before. It's even got Mega Penguin. Yeah. Sorry, I feel bad, Mega Penguin. But this is awesome, right? I've done a full playthrough last night. It's really cool. Oh no, it's this way, it's this way. I think it's this way. Is it this way? See, it is a maze, but that's the point. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. But it's okay. We played this in full last night, and it's amazing. And now we've got another little 3D platformer. This is Holy Temple of Wisdom. And it's well put together, it's a fun world, look at it, it's cool. And you can go platforming on all this stuff. I mean, you have to if you want to complete it. And there we go, look at us, we're Blue Connie with a halo. Angel Connie, amazing. And yeah, like, basically we come up here and we jump. And we continue to jump. And then we get to the end and it's really cool. Just look at this. It's such a well put together world. And I recognise a lot of the assets, of course, as being from ancient times, as well as from the community. But they're put together really well to create this magical spectacle. I did not mean to fall down there though. That was definitely not intended. And good evening, Spidey. Good evening. I'm just going to try to get us to a nice little vista, so we can look over it all again. Here we go. Really cool, right? Really cool. There we go. And we're going to take a photo of this. It's great. It's your fairly standard 3D platformer, but Angel Connie's glorious, and it's a really well put together world. Now we've got Kataya's unexciting asset jam, the mechanic shop showcase. Cool. Every week they get together and they make like low thermal elements for Kataya to put together into a scene. Always really cool scenes, and this is no exception. Mechanic Connie from Nyoke is wonderful. I love to think of the mechanics working here. Like, I presume that I'm a human right now for some reason, right? And I like to think that the human mechanics who work here keep this as some sort of mascot, you know, and anytime they're feeling down, they just look over at Mechanic Connie and then everything's okay. And you can open up this hood here, you can try the engine, you can move the wheels down here, there we go, see them move, there we go, there we go. Test that they're all working okay. I think they're working. I think they're working okay. There we go, beautiful. I'm not sure who uploaded the sound effect, but we can look in the collection afterwards. It's really cool. Love this little bubble head from Yami no Nico. Calendar on the wall, the whole scene's great. I mean, it is, you know, it's the mechanic shop, it's cool. And you can come down here to work on the cars. You know, it's really awesome. Great little scene, great community event. Now, we move on to something rather interesting as well. This is Project Rogue Rage. This only came out yesterday, and this creator is level 231, having not really released anything before. So clearly you can see they've put a lot of time and effort into this, and once I load it up, you will see that that is in fact the case. This is a roguelike. It's still a demo, but there is a lot of content and it's really well put together. It's really polished in terms of its visuals and its atmosphere and its world building. I would say the combat maybe needs a bit more work, but this is cool. I've not seen this yet. So yeah, straight away, the presentation's pretty cool, pretty interesting. You've got Agony News Hour here, which gives you all the information about the game and potential updates as well. I think it's a nice way of getting across what's going on with your project. We've got character bio here. We are Eredith Aylmer, a 24-year-old chaotic neutral who doesn't know why they died. Let's play new game. Here we go. Okay, now that's a little bit awkward because that clearly just loaded up an older save, even though you all saw me reset progress. But that's okay. Unless that, I don't know. Anyway, we're now in the Citadel, and look at this area here. Our character currently just has pants. We need to get some better equipment, but yeah, death count 2, I just started, but that's okay, that's, you know. Here's a message on the floor, death ahead. Of course we know what messages on the floor come from. And there's our grave. But this is our hub world, and you can see it's really well put together. And you go from this hub world into dungeons. We'll go into a dungeon soon. But there we go, there's a blood clump. Access the time fridge. I actually don't quite know what this does. Okay, so it's like, okay. So that's like your storage, basically. Yeah, cool, okay. I'm gonna keep that in the bank for now. So you can bank your blood. You don't have to carry it all. And yeah, look, automatic dunce dunny. Dunce dunny's circus of values. I don't know what's going on here. I guess it's the shop, but like, yeah. In fact, I mean it is, but yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Like I bet you never expected when we loaded up this Souls-like that the shopkeeper would be a toilet with a clown face. I bet you never saw that coming. You just never know what's coming in dreams. Now here's the handmaiden. You know what I mean? It's very, like, let's not, you know, it's obviously very Souls-like, but it's also got its own unique sort of style, you know? Now let's reach the top. Give soul snail. I don't have a soul snail, but I hope I get one. Now let's go. I'm gonna go in my pants. I know I could take money out the bank and probably get some gear or something, but I'm gonna go in my pants. And it is pretty interesting how it's sort of set in this like shopping mall type environment where you go up the escalator but then you're in a castle, and there are different regions as well. And it's just a demo, there's more to come. Like read this message, it's gonna say lever, and then we pull the lever. It's really cool seeing like brand new faces that certainly, you know, I wasn't aware of before because they've not really released anything before. All of a sudden just like bring out a thing that's really cool that they've clearly been working on for a while. I do, like I said before, I do think the combat could maybe be refined a bit, but also I could be better at it. Like my character seems to get stunned quite a lot. And yeah, see, like, and when you're stunned you can't really do anything apart from walk away, which makes sense. But I don't necessarily always know what maybe it's stamina. Is it causing us, a minute, is it when I run out of stamina? Yeah, okay, it's when I run out of stamina. See, I just figured that out. That's me being bad. I need to get good. So let's get good. Here we go. Yeah, be wary of trap, okay? Nice graffiti on the wall, flesh. Let's be wary of the trap though. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this is genuinely cool, you know what I mean? I'm wondering if that's the trap, by the way, on the floor there. I want to step on it anyway, though. indeed. Let's pick that up. There we go, we just got corpse stew. Now, let's step on this. It's maybe a trap though. Oh, it's nothing, it's just water. That's cool. As we're in this abandoned subway. There we go, there we go. Now, we need to heal. So, let's figure that out. Also, by the way, look at all this stuff, you know what I mean? Literally, like... Just look at all this, look at the map, look at the... You know what I mean? How to control humanity. Mental meditation. Eat the stew. And there we go. Our health's going up a bit. Maybe we shouldn't open a door while stunned, but, you know. There we go, there we go. So you can see very much what this game is all about, but it's really well done. It's well put together, it's interesting. I'm excited to see the future updates. It's great to see something with so much love put into it. You know, legit excited for the future of this one. Also, good evening, Vi. Good evening. I'm just trying to get us to the boss, because I want to show them to you. But also, I might move on in a moment, but you can see how cool this is. There's literally like a lot of gameplay in this. And you don't have to do it in your pants. You can get other gear and equipment. Oh no. Oh, we're done for. We're done for. Let's just take it. Let's take it. There we go. We're done for. We did die. To be fair, we did die. So now we're back to the Citadel. It's really cool though, really cool. Hours of fun in that one. Hours and hours. Now, we move on to, I suppose, a quick little audio visual. We'll have a quick little hydrate. This is the Monastery of St. Fausta. Absolutely beautiful, right? Very reminiscent of like gothic action adventures and stuff. Beautiful cutscene, and then you're left to just roam the area and have a look around and explore. So beautiful. Like the narrative, or rather the environmental storytelling is quite sad in some aspects, but the area is absolutely beautiful. It's incredible. Amazing work from Lexidus, as always. And let's move on to a delicious pizza. This allows you to make your own pizza within Dreams, and it looks glorious. I'm actually even now tempted to have pizza for this evening. Also, it's been updated, it now has pineapple. It didn't have pineapple previously, or ham, but it now does. So you can potentially annoy people who say that pineapple shouldn't ever be on a pizza, by putting loads and loads of pineapple on your pizza, and some olives and tomatoes and mushrooms and onions, just whatever you want, and then you can drag them around and you can literally make your own pizzas, and then you can take a photo of it. I took some photos of my pizzas, there they are. We've got a Dordain pizza here, we've got a Venwave pizza, a Killikif pizza, a Dream Queen pizza, a Bead pizza, a Luke pizza, an Afro Boy pizza. Afro Boy just loves the pineapples, look at that. He's all in on the pineapples. No cheese for Afro Boy, just pineapples. It's amazing, right? And then there's Golden Sapling, which again is very reminiscent of things like, obviously, Elden Ring. Let's face it, that has golden saplings. But this isn't from Elden Ring, this is just a golden sapling, coincidentally. And it's beautiful. It's really well done. And it's really fun that you can increase or decrease the wind. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really fun. There's something magical just about the ability to increase or decrease the wind. But also it's a lovely little golden sapling. Now here's isometric frame from a dumb spud. And this is really cool. Again, like I'm moving the middle, like, you know, the thing in the middle with the left stick. And then I'm moving the frame with the right stick. And then I can press X to do that as well. To make it sort of come 3D. It's a weird kind of optical illusion type thing. It's kind of weird, but it's cool, and it's great to see a dumb spud make stuff, because, you know, it's a name I can't pretend that I've been too familiar with, and it's great to see interesting new things. It's super cool. It's a lot of fun. It's a cool toy. Also, we've got Triton 5 from SK Fletch 1. Really cool, right? Like, just wonderful scene, cool music. You can play that and get absorbed. Then we've got A Long Walk, also from SK Fletch. Very different style. And there we go. That was it showing us like a little animation of the walk, and now we can actually just go on the walk. And it is a long walk. I have done this full walk, and it is a long walk. So if you want to just have a walk in the Dreamiverse, this is a cool place to just have a walk, you know? Wander about, soak it all in, stick on your VR headset, smell the grass, sing to the birds, Who would live in a house like that? Just go for a walk, you know? It's really cool from SK Fletch. Amazing stuff. And then we've got a new piece from Spartan, which is an alien planet that you may be familiar with, but it's really well done. I think fans of that will be happy. Really cool, right? Really well done. Spartan does great work. Then we've got Isometric Farm from Dream Boy 84. Really nice, right? Beautiful little isometric farm scene. The sheep are a lot of fun. Then we've got a portrait of Samuel from Nikin 102. This is an original character and it's mixed media. There's various things in play here. And it's cool, it's cool. I love seeing people start out like learning how to do sculpts and stuff, and I'm excited to see what comes in the future as well. It's exciting. There's Samuel. Hello Samuel. We've now got Teddy Bear Picnic from Demonic Blondie. And you see, this one gives me mixed feelings, right? Because when it's called Teddy Bear Picnic, you sort of think, okay, so that's a couple of teddy bears out on a picnic, right? But then you see that actually the food is all teddy bear based, and you're like, okay, so are these teddy bears eating teddy bear stuff? It's amazing though, everything here is beautiful. I'm sure it's two humans just having a picnic with teddy bear stuff, with a carton of grog and some toasties. Sandwiches do look great. To be honest, the sandwiches look to be the most appealing thing for me on that table right now. The cookies, I'm sure are great. The macarons or burgers or whatever, I'm sure they're great as well. But those toasties slash sandwiches look alright. It's wonderful though, isn't it? Teddy Bear Picnic, Demonic Blondie. Great techniques. Again, great to see a new name in the Dreamiverse. Absolutely fantastic. Now for this week's Shout collection, we're tackling clothes in general, but it's still work in progress because clothes is quite a large topic. You know, previously we had hats as a topic, and hats is very specific because you're just looking for hats, but hats are clothes, you know, as are every other item of clothing. So I'm thinking it's like going to be a multi-week shout where I'm going to put together the best collection of clothes that the Dreamiverse has ever seen, but it is going to take a little bit of time. This is all just in my spare time here, but it's going to be cool. Currently, I mean, we've not got a lot, but I'm going to be filling it out, and that's something to look forward to, especially if you're into making characters and you want some clothes for those characters. We've got a little section here, recently updated classics. This includes House Wave and Treehouse from Ven Wave, a recent MM pick of the week, which has had a massive update. This is a truly magical experience. If you've not checked it out, I can't recommend it more, really. It's so magical. I'm going to reset progress and just have a little swing on a swing. I actually shouldn't have reset progress, but it's a habit. Look at this manual here, this introduction. Like, I know I'm skipping through it just now, and it's always growing, blah blah blah, let's chill. But I just want to have a little swing. I think, like, I'm sure that you're all familiar with House Wave, due to its pick of the week status. But it's really important that people know that it's had an update, and it's substantial, and it adds so much amazing stuff. It's a beautiful creation. for all ages and anyone, really. Really is beautiful. We're just having a lovely little swing there. Also, Data Boy recently had an update that adds in a gallery. Justin Art also released the gallery independently, but it's added within the Dream as well as a new credits section. We've got Chaos Angel here, that's part of this weekend's Daily Dream Surf. It's a marvellous game, it's recently had a big update. It's going down really well within the Daily Dream Surf, I have to say. It's getting massive compliments here in all of the comments, and it's great to see it having success. So do go and check that out, that's another recently updated classic. The Little Ninja 2 recently had an expansion that adds in 3 brand new levels, as well as a whole bunch of new cutscenes adding lore. It's the meditation update, and it's really cool, it's worth checking out. Super GP, which launched as an incredibly polished racer, has just continued to have little tweaks here and there just to make it even more polished, and if you play it now it's better than ever. Metro Street Racer has also been having little tweaks made to it over time, and it's absolutely marvellous, it's worth a go, it's been updated. And then Nightmares Within is a 3D platformer, which is like, you know, really cool. It's a little bit dark, a little bit Little Nightmares, but it is original and unique, and it's had a lot of updates. It's amazing. The creator spotlight this week is on Arsony 3D. We've got a little selection of various things from them here. This is a fun little one. They make such like amazing characters that just have so much charm and personality. Look at this cat and these chicks, for instance, as well. Such a cute scene. Wonderful animation, a wonderful characterization. You probably know Arsony 3D, but if you don't, please go and check them out. In the community events section this week, there's a whole heap of things going on. Super Afro Boys Egg Night Character Challenge is still happening. There's this template here, which you can remix, turn it into an egg, NPC of some sort, and then your character can appear within the full game of Egg Night.
Hello.
We've also got Tricobalt's 2D Character Cardboard Challenge, which is a lot of fun. You can take the template and remix it, just paint onto these pieces here, and then you can have a character, and they might even appear in something exciting in the future. There's the weekly Notre Dame NP DHM challenges. They're happening later this evening, I believe. And then next week they're off for the MPs.
Hello.
We've got Liam's AVA voice acting jam, which this week is the Sharfic Arena announcer, which is super exciting because like Sharfic is a top creator and they're making a game and they're looking for an arena announcer, and I think it's a great collaboration that like Liam's set this up. That's what the jams are all about, helping people out, getting great projects, giving people opportunities. It's amazing stuff. Great job, Liam. And we've got the latest Dream Sounds visual jam, which coincidentally is also the amateur voice actors video jam. So there's a whole bunch of songs here that use clips from the AVA jam, and we're just asking that people make some sort of experience for them. That could be a video, it could be a game, it could be a picture, it could just be a weird floating type experience. Could be anything. And then there's the Kataya Unexciting Asset Jam, which this week is based on Vikings. So if you would like to make anything at all based on the theme of Vikings, then that's open, and that's really cool. Always so much amazing stuff happening in the community. And then in the Kits of the Week section, we've got the latest, or rather the previous Kataya Unexciting Asset Jam, which is of course Mechanics Shop. So they put together a scene using all these themselves, but if you ever wanted or needed anything that might be in a mechanics shop, then it's all here now for you to use and to potentially use in your own things as well. We've also got this kit from Orange Pixel Juice, which is not a new kit, but they have been updating it a lot recently. And it contains everything that you need to basically just put together like houses and interior design and stuff. It's really cool. And then we have this, which is structures from Johnny Biscotti. These are a whole bunch of structures which they've found particularly useful when they've been putting together their dreams. And it's just a handy little go-to thing. Whatever you're making, you will need structures, whether that's walls, floors, doors, windows, just, you know, it's just a nice little collection of things that you could easily stick together a scene with. And then of course there's latest editorial from Media Molecule themselves. Jem released the latest Dream View roundup. It's episode 50. There's 5 really cool creations here, all worth checking out. They're also on the front page of Dream Surfing, and the article is up on In Dreams. They're all really cool. They're well worth checking out. The article is well worth reading. And now, let's check out Lurk. This is a sort of Five Nights style game, in so much as you have to hide behind a couch and, like, look at things. I don't know, I'm not 100% behind. Like, the how to play just says look at numbers. So, but it's interesting. So there's 6, right? You've got 6. Oh, let's look. Okay, let's get that. There's number, right? Just hiding behind our couch here. Where's the other numbers? Gotta get the numbers. Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, did they get me? Or did I do it? Did I complete it? Did I actually complete it? I don't think I've completed it before. I've always died. And I don't think that was a death screen, because the death screen has something jump out at you. And also, nothing that I'm pressing is doing anything now. It really has ended. Did I just complete it? I've never completed it before. Wait a minute. I think I completed it. Okay, let's go again. Let's get caught. I accidentally completed it. Dear oh dear. Alright. Oh, there's one on the telly. See, it's randomised. Like, the position of the buttons is randomised. Oh, yeah, they got me. I mean, the position of the numbers, you know. They got me. They got me. It's cool. It's an interesting concept. Obviously, it's a little bit sort of Five Nights, but it's not Five Nights, and it's an interesting concept I'd love to see taken further. This is also a super interesting concept, and it's actually old. This is an old thing that I personally only discovered recently. I was not aware of it. I mean, look, yeah, the last comment was 24 months ago. This is very old, but I did only discover it recently, and yeah, I've almost given it a second lease of life now, because nobody had thumbed it up for 11 months. And so far today, 2 people have thumbed it up. Okay, one of them's actually me. But, like, but hey, look, we're giving it a second lease of life. This stream's super interesting. And this is the amazing thing about dreams, right? Even someone like me, who people, you know, like, obviously I'm like, you know, I love dreams. I play a lot of dreams. I know a lot about dreams. I know of a lot of dreams. I've played literally, in fact, let's quickly look on In Dreams. How many dreams have I played? How many creations have I played, rather? Yeah, I mean, In Dreams says that I've played 51,529 creations. And that doesn't even count all of the things that I've clicked remix on. Which is like literally thousands and thousands of things in and of itself. And anyway, just saying, like, it's the sort of the power of it that even I am finding things that I didn't know about from years ago. You know what I mean? And this stream's super interesting. We've literally only got 30 seconds to do it, and I did play it recently, which means that. There we go. We actually did just complete it. It's almost a shame that we completed it, because one of the more interesting things about it is the way that you have to learn how to play it, because each time you only have 30 seconds, but each time you make a little bit more progress. but I actually just done it first time because I remembered how to do it because I've done it recently. Bang. Just trust me though, this is cool. You should play this, it's interesting. It's in the collection is published. We now have Duck Factory from Vortex Cyclops. You work at a duck factory, how many can you get? Now this is interesting because it's sort of a clicker game. I think this music might be from Doom, so you know. But this is a little personal collection I found. But like, yeah, so, wait a minute, let's get a duck. Here we go. There we go, there's a duck, right? Now, here we go, we picked up the duck, now we're going to put the duck here. There we go, we just got 30 points for that duck. Now, we're going to get a few more, because you can have multiple ducks at once. Right, here we go, get these, right? Oh, no, we've only got 2, come on, oh no, I've lost them. Right, here we go. Let's deposit these ducks. Okay, oh, no. I feel like I just didn't get money for one there. Anyway, basically, once you've got enough money... Oh, there we go. So now I'm auto-ducking. That's the term, right? Now I'm auto-ducking. Like, now every 5 seconds, I get 2 ducks. And now I'm going to get 3. So now, it's one of these games, isn't it? I mean, we can carry on and manually get the ducks here and do this. And you know what I mean? We'll get more, we'll do it faster. But yeah, we could also just wait and get all the ducks. Look at them. Like, they're actually, you know what I mean? They're actually going down there. It's not like... It's interesting. I'm not going to spend a long time playing it to get all of the ducks right now, but I feel like I've shown it off a little bit. It's an interesting game. It's a shame that they use music, like from another thing or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's an interesting game. And now, we've got a couple of hot new instruments here. First up, we've got Andrew's Beatbox from Landroid. Yeah, it's just beatbox, isn't it? But it's cool. You can definitely imagine people making cool stuff with this. We've got Cyberkick from Bumblebark. So that's quite cool, that makes nice sounds. And then we've got Quaint Boops from Mr. Mukul. So it's pretty cool, right? So that's like your 3 hot new instruments for the week from me. And then there's also this hard-coded retro FPS creation kit, which is super cool. You can use this to put together fun little retro style FPSs. You know what I mean? It's really cool. Literally, you can just drag and drop things. Quizam has actually already made one. Look, they wanted to see how difficult it would be to use it, and it's not hard at all, just the enemies. And yeah, like, it's super cool. I look forward to people maybe making things with that. We've also got this kit here, which you can also find on the first banner within Dream Shaping at the moment. This is from Johnny Biscotti, and they would love people to make liminal spaces, rather non-Euclidean spaces using this kit. You can see here, there is a thing for you to remix, and it has a guide. It tells you exactly what to do, and it's not complicated. It's really not complicated. It's far simpler than I imagined it would be, thanks to the way that Johnny's put this template together. And you can create you know, things like this that warp the player between like two different worlds. It's a lot simpler than I would have ever imagined. To follow the guide and do put one together. I would love to put one together. I've just got to find both the time and also the idea. You know, I find often having the idea is the hard thing. Ideas aren't necessarily hard to have, but to have an idea that you really feel like strongly about, you know, to be like really inspired. But this is really cool. It's amazing. I really hope to see people make stuff with that. I really do. It's amazing. Now, I think we're kind of done. I think we've done everything. I mean, this was a weird experiment. I've never done something like this before. I just thought, like, maybe if I treat my latest weekly highlight collection almost a bit like an episode of Dream Sounds or something, that could be interesting. And I'm going to be putting this up as a VOD on YouTube and stuff. Although it's too long. It's gone on too long. Like, I'm sure, you know, no. The idea of these things are that they're supposed to be quick, like little 10-minute things or whatever, aren't they? And I've just rambled on for hours. So I don't know. It's a weird experiment. We'll see how it goes. I said Dream Sounds episode 1 was a weird experiment, and look what happened there. So, I don't know. But we're going to call it now. This collection of my personal highlights of the week is now released and available in-game. People can go and check that out. And, you know, it is all the best stuff. There are so many ways to find the best stuff within Dreams now. The front page is full of amazing playlists. You don't necessarily need my weekly highlight collection to find the good stuff, because the good stuff is everywhere. However, it is quite a nice little one-stop shop where you can just go in and it's all here, and you've got the different categories and you can only dive into what interests you or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, hey, we're gonna call it. Thank you everyone for tuning in to my first weird little experiment doing this. Have a great week, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Alright, cheerio.